And we're back from a hiatus. The shivering break.
It was like a work and vacation hiatus. I believe it was roughly around 3 to 4 weeks.
We'll just call it a month.
You know, we're fresh back from weekend 1, Coachella. Weekend 2, we don't do that.
No.
We don't do that anymore. I can't say anymore. That was my first time going to Coachella last week.
What did Whitney Houston say about crack?
We don't do that over here.
It's whack. Just say no, kids.
We were actually supposed to do the pod at Coachella. And as you can see now, we have a new setup. For right now is a handheld setup. And we're going to do the pod at the hotel. But I come to find out, one day at Coachella, you're just fucking trashed. You're
straight dusted.
Fatigue. And it's too much. We were too lit, too drunk, too tired, just needing the comfort of our own bed.
Honestly.
Or another woman or man for you folks out there that commingle that way. Or animals, who knows? Right?
I actually went to Target and I
live in a new world. You live in a new what you brought? Oh yeah, I forgot. This guy wakes up and he goes, the blankets are not suitable for my skin, and goes out to Target and buys a new blanket, like a plushy blanket.
It was on sale, $20. Even had a Coachella aesthetic.
I was like, motherfucker, this is the Embassy Suites. This is not like Amangiri. All right, you can't have it your way.
This isn't a Les Maurice in front of the Palace Vendome.
Yeah, this motherfucker woke up. It was like, where have you been? I'm like, well, I bought a new blanket.
Definitely bought a new blanket. What was I gonna say? Oh, what's that line from Kanye? He's like, this is the double tree, not the aria.
Well, this is the Embassy Suites, not Amman. I don't think I'll ever afford to live in Amman. Any Amman.
If we do it, it'll be credit card scams.
Yeah. We're definitely charging it on the pod. It's definitely a business expense. So like, we got to do a pod if we go to the any Amman hotel.
Technically, and if we have any accountants, CPAs, tax preparers listening, let us know. If we record the podcast at Chateau Marmont, the Amangiri, Hotel Eden Rock, Du Cap, where they have the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah.
Can we technically write those off because we're working?
If we have documented evidence that we're working there and it comes out on, like, how's that not work?
Right. So I'm saying, like, we may have just hacked the system.
We'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
Okay, it could get tricky. Okay.
So we're gonna give you guys a Coachella recap, but before we start any recaps, before we start capping, what are you wearing?
Oh yeah, today the other day I was watching Sean Pablo, the skater, and his tapes. I remember back then there was a phase in skating where people were wearing like dress like pants and dress like shirts and skating. Yeah. You remember that in my era? Or they're wearing like jeans and like a dress shirt and you're like full, yeah. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then obviously earlier you're like, oh, Wes Anderson colors and whatnot. So that's definitely a reference. And I was like watching a Dame Dash interview, as I do every week for motivational purposes. And then like he was wearing like a shirt like this and a tie, just chilling and like sunglasses on.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it was just like, why you dress like that? He just goes, I'm a rock star and I do rock star shit. And I'm an artist. You wouldn't understand. I was like, I fuck with that. So I was like, I need that energy right now.
I felt connected to that.
Yeah. So I am wearing, I don't know, a corn yellow Supreme, like rib beanie. A vintage, I got it from Goodwill actually for like $3. A vintage Brooks Brother, I don't know what you call this.
Shirt?
Collared shirt. I don't know.
Dress
down shirt. The tie, I don't know if you remember this Barney's.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember Barney's New York. They had their own brand called Co-op.
Yeah.
They're handmade like good shit. So it's like an Italian silk tie.
I like that.
From Co-op. And then I got LA Apparel pants, navy blue, like work pants.
Okay.
Then I got Supreme Hanes socks.
Fuck yeah.
I also picked up these Supreme Hanes boxers, but the neon ones.
Okay.
But that's not for camera.
that one's for the paywall. You got to pay for that.
Yeah. So I was just like, if I were to like, this is the closest I'll get to look corporate ever in my life. I had like a streetify corporate job. And like what Dame Dash says, like, I'm a rock star. and I do rock star things.
Rock star and an artist.
Oh, what are you wearing, buddy?
So I'm rocking what is it? The A6. Go from the bottom up. A6 Bodega collab sneakers. I got on some dark green carpenter's pants. Gap. I have on a white Target shirt. $6 make you holla, as always.
Let's go. This is like 3 weeks running.
Yeah, most likely. I feel it might be more than that. And then I have my trusty Levi's Beams collab jacket.
There we go.
And
that's like your vintage Ford Bronco.
Yeah.
It's like I got a vintage Ford Bronco. I got a vintage Levi jacket. It's the same thing.
Eventually, the Ford Bronco will, come
with the jacket.
They'll pair well together. Or a Defender,
Yeah.
Whatever the vibe is. But yeah, I just got that on. No hat today, and we're just chilling.
What was your vibe at Coachella?
The vibe at Coachella. I'm trying to think. First day I wore some black cropped, like I think they're called Gramercy or Garmachi pants.
Yeah.
Just like some hiking pants. It has like a built-in belt, white shirt, and then I had a French blue chore jacket that was paint splattered. That, and I'm trying to remember what shoes. Oh, the A6 Awake collab. So that vibe, I don't know. I was kind of going for like a painter vibe, but I just wanted to be comfortable, man. Those pants are kind of cropped and baggy.
Well, the weather in Coachella is wild.
Yeah.
You got to dress for the elements.
Exactly. So the pants are like Italian hiking pants. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to go dress like I'm going hiking in the Alps, but during the spring season.
Yeah.
And the top layer was just like some French workwear, super thin. So it was nice. But what about you? What was the aesthetic? What was the vibes for your
I was
first day?
definitely wearing shorts every single day. Non-negotiable for me. And just some dirty Air Force Ones, cooked Air Force Ones, as the kids say. And it's kind of wearing like monocolors.
Okay.
Like Sunday was the all white day because someone here pushed for that. He's like, all white, it's Frank Day. It's all white. You got to be pure. So I adhered to that. And then Saturday, I had like the mock neck t-shirt.
Yep.
Wearing all black. You know what I mean? Stealth mode. Then Sunday I wore a polo.
Yeah, white polo.
Yeah, no, not Sunday. No, excuse me. Friday I wore a polo. It was like a vintage gray polo, like a beaten up one. Basically, my whole weekend was sponsored by LA Apparel.
Great quality, great prices.
And Camelback. Stay hydrated, folks. Stay hydrated. Nothing crazy. Just everything just like monocolor, easy, and just slip in, slip out. And I'm just like trying to get through the day,
I feel you. Yeah.
You're more dressed. This guy came in that Canadian tuxedo one day.
Oh, yeah. So
Saturday.
Was it Friday? Blue jacket, black pants. Then every day I wore the same shoes. Saturday, 505 Levi's dad wash. Traditional denim, no stretch. That rough rad.
I don't know how you wore jeans to Coachella. You're crazy.
I wore the same. I wore a white t-shirt, but one tucked it in.
Yeah.
And then I wore this jacket on top of it, and I just had to go for that double denim. I had to show out.
I don't know how anyone does denim. You always see celebrities wearing denim. It was like, because they're getting fucking helicoptered in and out. They're like, this is just a momentary situation.
They're driving them around.
They're not surviving the weekend like we are. Us plebeians.
all the like the artists performing and like celebrities are always wearing like jackets.
They blade in.
Like,
like what the fuck? It gets cold in a helicopter. I wouldn't know, but I'm using my logic here.
Then the last day all white 501s, and then a white chore jacket.
Yeah.
So had to come correct.
Okay,
Frank.
someone DM'd me about your white pants.
Was it Brost?
It was Brost. How'd you know?
Because I wore white pants yesterday, and he was like, "Do you like it in the butt?"
Yeah, he literally texted me. He's like, "Make sure you mention it on the pod about the white pants." I was like, "All right,
this one's for you,
so
Broski.
this is for you, bros. It made it onto the pod." Probably everyone thinks the pod is dead. No, the pod is well and alive. We
move like Frank when we want to.
Yeah, this past month I've been like, if you follow me on my IG, I've been working overseas a little bit. Of course, we had the Coachella weekend, but now we're back on a regular schedule. So we're back at y'all providing that nutritious commentary and content that you need in your life.
Those meta vibes.
So obviously, this is going to be a Coachella episode wrapping up our experience. And it's the overall fashion. I mean, what is the fashion now at Coachella?
Honestly, I've seen a lot of fucking shit. And we'll start with that, a lot of fucking shit. How many Prada glasses did you see?
I lost count in like 23, and now it's the first day.
We were going to do a tracker for you guys, but...
Yeah, really like a ding, ding. Like we were taking photos, and it was like, this is too much.
Honestly,
this is too much.
We saw the black acetate frame. We saw the
white one.
The white one. The
black and white.
Tortoise.
That's like the main one. And the tortoise shell. But the black one, though. The black one is the most abused one.
I saw some dude wearing them this morning at the Broad. Like,
the black one is the most abused one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just like in real life. That's a tasty beverage. No, but the black Prada. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. The rectangular. Yeah. We'll plug in the fucking model later. Yeah. But like
the square one.
What thoughts? Like, is it got to be over, right?
See, it's kind of like, does everyone remember when they first got Facebook? And then their mom got on Facebook, and their aunt got on Facebook, and their grandma got on Facebook.
Now it's just boomers rocking Facebook.
Yeah, now people are sharing, like, Janice is feeling sad today, and like she likes.
I'm going to the supermarket.
Yeah. Like,
there's a deal on that bananas.
Fucking, they're sharing like overnight oats recipes and things now. Like, and then like if you're in the Latino community, like there's always a fucking tia, an aunt, going on Facebook Live at a party for whatever reason on an iPad or a Samsung Galaxy tablet. Like, fuck.
I won't speak on that live situation later, but yeah,
But that's how I feel about the.
That's over though, right?
Yeah, like once Prada. Too many people have them, get the fuck out of here.
It's over. Like what? I bet you when they like threw it on their face, it was predominantly women, by the way, but there were also a good amount of men. Don't worry, most of them were Filipinos, by the way, too. So that's kind of weird. But like when these individuals threw these sunglasses on their face, they're probably thinking like, "I'm the one. I got them." You know what I mean? So I bet you in their like day-to-day experience, you don't see a lot of people rocking it. You're like, you don't know what's coming.
It's like when a handful of guys go to Vegas and they're like, "Yo, Vegas ain't ready. It ain't ready for what? 4 guys in black dress shirts and fucking bootcut jeans and like square toe dress shoes,
and a handle of Tito's vodka in their room,
sharing a room at Circus or the Golden Nugget." And like, no disrespect if you have fun doing that, but just like,
I do it ironically. It's like the way I go to Morongo, you know. I cosplay for like 3 hours.
It's like when Kim and Kanye played house.
So that was a big pet peeve of ours, was seeing so many fucking Prada glasses. If any of you guys wore that, I'm just gonna be severely disappointed.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the things we didn't like first. Definitely the Prada glasses, and then cowboy boots.
White cowboy boots. I feel like the effect of Nashville has infiltrated Coachella. And I was thinking like, like Stagecoach is right after Coachella. I was like, oh, it came a couple weeks early.
Yeah. I feel like, how do you feel about people doing space cowboy, cowgirl, cowthey vibes? Have you heard of that?
No, is that I saw a lot of people in like Western gear.
So yeah,
the number one perpetrator of that was, especially amongst women, was the white cowboy boot.
Yeah. And I feel like, fuck man, we know them boots ain't comfortable. Like,
people are crazy.
Yeah.
If you're a woman, a lady, like don't wear like heels to Coachella. Like it's gonna be painful. It's stressful. It's not
dudes,
cool.
Like imagine if you were wearing a pair of cowboy boots, like
like Cuban heels. I can't. No, it's just no.
Fuck out of here.
I don't think even like Lenny Kravitz would do that. He's the king of fucking the Cuban heel, you know.
Dude,
so
our homie Dorian, he wore a pair of Stacey Adams hard bottoms first night.
Oh, I saw him. His ankles were just like bleeding.
Lemon pepper ankles, and I'm like, bro, I told you don't wear them. He's like, it's okay. I'm throwing them away after.
So you have a better shot going like footless than fucking bringing boots or some type of hard bottom there. Like your feet is gonna fucking hate you. You know, like, nah, don't do it, folks. Service announcement. I thought that's common sense. But
I low-key wanted to bring some cowboy boots too, but I was like, I'm not going to enjoy myself.
I think the only one you could bring, it would have to be like a thick Vibram sole. Well, almost like a platform. So it's all uniform. At that point, it's okay. It's just the weight you have to worry about. But if your calves be popping, then I guess you could take it. But like if you don't have that platform style, like they don't have the Red Wing has the platform style. So like you'll survive. Like fucking construction workers survive in the heat. You know what I mean? Or you have that one from Visibum where you could slip into it.
Yeah.
Those could work.
Engineer boot.
Those could work. Anything else,
or
proceed with
crepe
caution.
sole.
A crepe sole could work. No, 100%.
Desert boot.
Yeah, and it's gonna actually kind of like melt. So it's kind of gonna melt in your feet. It might actually come out looking softer and better.
Yeah. So
honestly, but I don't know what is the obsession with the women and white boots right now. I know that's like a Nashville thing going on.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal with the white boots is. I know everyone's doing cowboy boots, and they're doing their thing on them.
Well, that's like a stagecoach thing. I never thought it would be like a Coachella thing.
I was assuming people would go more of like space cowboy, where it's like they end up doing Western gear, but they're doing it in metallic colors.
Okay.
To kind of be like space age.
Yeah.
Like silver boots with like silver vest, and
they're trying to be like our outro, "See you, Space Cowboy."
Exactly.
I mean, did we not foresee this? It's really Cowboy Bebop, but we're definitely cosplaying this.
Yeah, we saw the value in it.
But Space Cowboy, huh? That was the theme. That's like what
that was some of the vibes
from GQ,
I got.
right?
I also got Western glam.
Okay, Western they kind of tie into each other a little bit. That makes sense.
What else is kind of in the same Western vibe? Fringe. A lot of fucking fringe.
Like frayed?
No, like the jackets that have like the fringe right here. I saw a lot of those like the suede ones.
Yeah.
Like turquoise ones, brown ones, like denim with the fringe. Like people were doing a lot of fringe.
What do you think of that?
I don't want to say time and place because Coachella you can wear fucking anything too.
Yeah. Or don't wear anything. Yeah. I saw a lot of that. A lot of people just not men and women.
Yeah.
Not wearing anything.
If you got it like that, cool.
Nah, I'm not shredded like that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm not. Neither am I. So I wore clothes.
Well, there's a lot of people I will say that were not fit and weren't scared too. So if that's your thing, go for it. I'm a bit more shy, I guess.
Dude, you know who was dressed had like the best style there, like nonchalant style?
Yeah.
The gay guys.
Yeah.
But like not the overly flamboyant ones, like the I don't know, more masculine ones. Like they had some swag on them.
Oh, so it's like the tops.
I guess the tops.
We're going like just tops only.
The fuck. I saw.
Are you going on record right now saying that tops have better style than bottoms at Coachella?
Listen, I don't know what kind of.
That's a tasty beverage.
I don't know what kind of can of worms I'm going to open by going down that route, so I'm just trying to be diplomatic here.
Well, y'all tell us who has better style, tops or bottoms.
All I gotta say is Nick Wooster vibes is what I was getting over there. But so we saw the fringe, we saw the Western glam.
But what is Coachella style now? Like, but back then it was like hippie, bohemian, free loving shit. You know what I mean? It's like post Woodstock flair. But now it seems like it's part runway.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
People were, dude, you saw how many people that were going there for photo ops?
Yeah. I mean, anyone you guys could go on Instagram or any like publication like GQ or ID or Dazed, and it's just like people are straight like getting fucking shredded, getting tan, and like they're wearing like couture level material.
Some of them were.
Yeah, I mean, I was walking and I saw a dude, also a lot of male holsters out and about. For y'all folks that swing that way, a lot of male holsters, and this dude was wearing a Mugler dress. I'm like, okay, way to wear like a $10,000 dress to Coachella, and he's trying to do this Rick Owens thing where like, oh, my body's to couture. Then like, cause he was like naked underneath, right? And he's wearing just like the Mugler dress. It had a bunch of holes. Like basically, he's like a fucking, glorified fishnet. Would
you say it was sheer?
It was see through. Everything was see through. It was see through with like big holes, like spiderweb holes. You know what I'm saying? Like shit you see in like Halloween. We get like decorate the webs. And that was like the outfit. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like basically that's a down payment for a car on his fucking exterior going to Coachella. Whoa. It's not even Sunday yet.
He's starting out like this.
You want to see Calvin Harris or go to the Do Lab and that. Yo, shout out to the Do Lab.
Oh, fuck yeah. Do Lab.
Explain your love for the Do Lab for the people. This guy, he fell in love in the Do Lab, I believe.
It's just hedonism at its best. Everyone is just doing all the worst things possible. Not even the worst things. Everyone is just uninhibited and they're free and they're drinking or they're sober or they're drunk or they're intoxicated on some sort of substance.
I was dancing on the line of reality at the Do Lab. You know, you could go there straight edge 100%. Shout out sobriety, but if you're not into sobriety life, I suggest you go to the Do Lab.
Yeah, I highly suggest it as well. You may get answers.
I don't know you could dance for 3 hours straight, but you could.
You may get answers there, or you may come back with new questions.
I think I spent like my whole time like on like 1 foot, or no feet was on the ground. Just I don't know, you saw me. I was just in the air, just straight in the air. I felt like I was in the air, you know. And it was crazy when the Circus du Soleil dancers came out.
That was wild.
I was like, dude,
Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, that shit was wild, dude.
And then it went away, and then 2 of the girls came back on top of the ring, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. You saw that one where like not our day, but like the day before someone fell
off the thing.
Yeah,
no, I didn't.
Fell into the crowd.
Shit.
I'm like, I missed that.
They must have been like really into the Do Lab.
Yeah, like let's go, let's hit the pits hard. But funny enough, you know what we missed out was the Yuma tent.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the light work in that is insane. No?
There was one also called Despacio that we didn't go to at all.
I was right next to it, next to the Safari Vinyls, which is, for y'all folks out there that go in the future, best AC situation. I know you didn't make it because homie was busy.
I was pulling a Frank Ocean in the hotel room.
Yeah, it was busy. But we went to Safari Records. Literally, it's like industrial grade AC. Shit. Where like that's the shit where you have like you know a Rocky, he's like piecing up the fucking meat. It's like super cold. They use those type of ACs.
Oh, because of the vinyl, because
the vinyl, the wax will melt.
Yeah.
So do you need a crazy blower in there? Literally, that's probably why I got sick. Honestly, it was freezing. It was like fucking 40 degrees in there.
Shit.
Yeah, dude. Nick was just like, "Can we just stay like another 5 more minutes?" I'm like, "Yeah, like don't worry. Like I need this too." You know what I mean? So that's a hack. That's how. But the Despacio tent, it's right next to Safari Records and across from the Heineken lounge.
It's like a disco house vibe.
Yeah,
it has a bar inside too.
Yeah, yeah. It's like different music. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
So next time
we wanted to go, but the Safari finals took our hearts. We needed this. It was Sunday. We were dying, but that's a pretty relaxed tent as far as like fashion goes. The spot show. I saw some photos. Everyone's just kind of like chilling. It's not like.
Yeah.
Nothing too Hollywood.
So I like that one. It looks pretty cool. And I saw like the type of music they were playing there. Kind of like disco house kind of vibe. So that seemed chill.
I think the main runway is probably near like that big X.
Mm-hmm. And
you know what I mean? And like where all like the purple balloons are and the cylindrical. Yeah, like that whole area is like a big, this is a big fucking ground. And that's the runway for the whole Coachella.
That and then the VIP.
You could speak on that.
Okay.
I didn't fuck around.
I fuck around and I found out.
I didn't find out, but you did.
On accident. I feel so stoked about this because this was Sunday. We went to go see Frank. God bless these guys. They went early to go buy merch and they found out there was no Frank merch.
Yeah, fuck you, Frank.
They hooked it up and got me a hoodie. I appreciate that. So they show up, I think around noon, maybe 1 o'clock. You guys get there?
Yeah.
And then I'm chilling at
the hottest day of the week, by the way.
It was like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that. I'm going to show up around maybe 7 o'clock. So I get there 7:30ish. I try to find them while Bjork is playing, and I can't see them. And I'm just like, you know what, man? I'm going to go to
gave you this like specific pole, S2 pole in the front.
No, I walked to the area.
Yeah.
And then
it was just too dense.
It was too dense for me to get to that corner. So I was like, no. And then I was realizing like, fuck, it's only 7:30 right now. Like we're still going to wait till allegedly 10 p.m. Like
10:05.
I'm like, I don't want to sit in here for that long.
And mind you, Frank didn't come on till like 11:30 or 11. Yeah, around there, like 11:15.
So I'm like, okay, fuck. So I just walk over to the drinking area, the beer garden, and I'm like, well, I want to get prepared for Frank, so let me try to get as close to the front as I can. So I walk to the area. The security guard asked me for my wristband, and I'm like, oh, I don't have it yet. I just entered. He was like, oh, I'm like, where do I get one? He's like, we're not selling them anymore. So I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, they're just drinking wristbands. Like, you don't have to buy them. So I didn't understand him. He was like, come back and give me $20. So I walk away, I come back, and I give him $20, and he lets me in. I walk in, I see bottle service, I see a grass area, and then like a general store, like 2 bars, and I'm like, the fuck? I walk up to the bar, get a drink. She asked me for my wristband, and I'm like, I'm about to get kicked out of VIP. Fuck. Like, I'm not even in here for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then she gets my ID, gives me the drinking wristband. I get some drinks, and I go sit down in the back corner where there's like a little a water fountain. I see a pair of like sick Jordans. I think they were the Travis Scott ones. So I just sit there, talk to this dude. End up realizing he's Marc Jacobs' husband.
Okay. How'd you know he was the husband of Marc Jacobs? You seen photos before?
I've seen enough pictures of them.
Okay.
At the Met Gala.
You seen enough Met Galas?
Yeah.
Ripping heaters in the restroom?
In the girls' room. So, and that guy's a huge smoker too. So I saw him. He was hanging out there with 2 other ladies, and they were just doing their thing. So I was just eavesdropping, like, you're hustling like a motherfucker. I go walk around. I see the bottle service section, and I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. I was like, I didn't even know we can get bottles at Coachella.
Now you know.
Now for next time.
You fucked around, and he found out.
The bars were super cool, easy lines, like no wait time, restrooms.
I like how you give us like a play-by-play for us plebeians.
Yeah,
I'm giving you the golf whisper commentary. Like, please go further, continue. Let us know. Show us the light.
I saw Lucian Clark, the skateboarder that's was sponsored by Palace and by Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
So he
made the shoes, the skating shoes. Yeah.
So that was pretty sick. I was like, God damn. I'm like, everybody's back here. Saw a bunch of influencers. So I really didn't know who they were. And
you didn't shout out the pod?
Me?
Yeah, you'd be like, hey, what's up? I'm part of the Breaking podcast. I forgot my own goddamn podcast. It's been that long. Shivering Break podcast.
I was going to say what's up with these people.
The number one underground podcast in the world.
But I don't want to be too fanboy. But then I also could have been like, no, like we're equals.
I'm just like, I need to get you on. I need to onboard you on our show because you're missing that from your portfolio of exposure.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. Boom.
So
next time
I saw him when I was walking back to like the grass area. I saw A-Track, and like I made eye contact with him, and I was like, the fuck, like what are you doing here? And then I realized like, oh, it's a music festival.
Again, you should have been like, I'm part of Disco Midnight. I don't know if you heard that music group, but we're making things happen.
Like you should sign with us. Like I know you have Fool's Gold Records, but just sign with us.
We should do a collaboration. We should do a JV, a joint venture, real quick.
Oh, but that was it.
I'm not a fan. I look at them as peers.
I was like, first I was gonna fan with. I'm like, no, we're peers. It's all good. We're colleagues.
Is that what we call his cellmates now as peers?
Oh, allegedly.
We'll cut that out.
Nah, leave it in. Oh, but yeah. So I saw them, and then I ran into one of our friends, his older brother and his cousin.
Okay, don't worry, we'll bleep that out.
Yeah, and that was it, man. I just chilled, watched the Frank show, and yeah, now we're on the Frank show.
Okay, so how's that experience watching the Frank show from VIP?
It was honestly chill.
Hold that note. We got a couple sponsors on the way.
Drink That Shit Productions.
Our former peers. Back from our quick break, we got some more tasty beverages.
From Drink That Shit Productions.
So we're getting on to one of the most controversial topics.
To the meat and potatoes.
What is, or how was your experience at the Frank Ocean set from VIP?
Best concert ever. Best show I've ever seen in my life. No.
I'll give us your honest take.
Yeah, no, honest take. I was confused. I didn't know what to do. I was pretty
Like at the venue, like currently,
yeah, like when
real time. Yeah.
I go find a one of those little speaker towers where I can like kind of sit and lean up against. I grab a double Jameson ginger. I have a water bottle, a metal one, filled with Jameson to the top. I didn't know that I was going to get into VIP, so I had to bring my own rations.
It was very easy to sneak in alcohol in Coachella.
Sneak anything in.
Sorry, you can sneak a honestly.
We don't condone it.
No, we're going to scratch that.
But so I go there. I have my drink with me. I have my little flask of whiskey. I got a couple joints on me, and I'm just waiting. The show officially starts, and I light my first joint, enjoying my drink. I'm pretty buzzed. 1 out of 10. I'm like a 6.5 at that point. So I'm like definitely drunker than I intended to be. Like I wasn't prepared for that yet. Show comes on. We hear, the first song come on, I think it was Novocaine. And then like midway through, he switches up the arrangement of the song. So the pattern changes and everyone's just kind of like, huh? What the fuck is this? Like we all know the words, but with the timing and everything just changed. So it kind of caused everyone just to kind of like take a step back, sit and listen and be like, wait, what the fuck is going on? So that was my thoughts initially. Then he went into some more songs that we knew. And at that moment, I kind of realized like, okay, this is going to kind of be more of a little bit of a freestyle edit vibe on your song. So like, we're not going to be able to sing along word for word like we thought we would, or at least I thought we would. And then he went into the DJ portion of it, which was kind of cool. I like that he threw some Ice Spice in there.
Like New Jersey, like house in a way, right? Yeah.
I believe it was a French DJ. The girl was from Paris, but the vibe of the music was definitely
like New Jersey style. Yeah.
So they had some good music, but it was just so like out of left field. Yeah. Like I was not expecting that shit. I don't think any was. Then the security guard dancing. After that, he went back into some of his typical songs. Super stoked that he fucking played Nightlife by Aretha Franklin. Like super deep cut. I didn't know what the hell he was playing at the moment in time until I watched the show after the fact, and I was like, oh, that's Nightlife. And then closing it out with At Your Best. Love that song from Aaliyah. So overall, 1 out of 10, 6 performance, 6.5. Okay. And I want to give it a higher rating because he has a beautiful voice. Motherfucker could sing. But there was enough of it. So how can I give you an honest 8, 9, 10 or a 7.5 if you didn't give us enough of that?
So to get those 4 points, right? Because you said 6 out of 10. What improvements do you need to see?
More stage time, like physical, like where he's visible, actually addressing the crowd, the people that paid to go see you, and all your fans, and just give everyone what they want, man. Like, yeah, there's all he messed up his ankle and all the things that went into it, him being an hour late.
About the controversies about like the ice skating ring, the injuries, the alleged finessing of Golden Voice.
I think the injury is kind of BS because there was a portion of the show where he wasn't singing at all. He was just playing the songs and dancing. He was like
vibing out.
That's just kind of jamming out. Yeah. When he was doing that, he was on both feet dancing.
Moving. He was moving around, yeah.
Kind of like bobbing around. So I'm like, if you're really that injured, you wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There must have been a lot of underlying things for it to go that way. I've watched a couple videos and people explaining kind of the whole thing, and they were saying that he was trying to create pauses in between the songs so that he can show that our current society is so go, go, go and overstimulated where you don't have that moment to think about what is next. For example, like on TikTok or YouTube or Instagram, you swipe from one 30-second reel to the next. There's no gap in between to think about what did I just see and how do I feel about it, so on and so forth. So that was what I'm assuming he was intending to do by spacing out the songs and by changing the arrangement of them. So you have to listen to it again for the first time. Yeah. Did I like it? It was cool. I think do that on your own time and place. We all wanted to see you sit there and sing with the mic and just fucking sing your heart out, man.
Yeah.
So that's what we like you for. So that's my 2 cents on it.
Well, I think that's a pretty fair assessment. You know what I mean? As a big fan of Frank Ocean, right? I think a lot of people are kind of, I don't know. I want to say a lot of people are kind of blinded by like their for love for Frank. I know he makes great music, and we haven't seen him for, I don't know, he hasn't performed 6 years publicly, right? And then you haven't had like an album for God knows how long, you know, or maybe almost 10 years, right? So I don't know. You're being pretty fair and honest. I think I'm gonna cut a little deeper. I mean, homie, I watched Bjork before him, and like I said, I was there for a while, and basically a lot of people were kind of doing the same thing. We're getting ready for Frank, you know what I mean? So we all got suited and booted. Like we filled our water, our hydro packs, and we like took a piss. Like we just got ready. Like we got food, you know what I mean? Because we're gonna be there for at least 4 hours. We were prepared for this. So we walked over to the main stage. We saw Bjork play. Then we waited like an hour. Then he was supposed to perform at 10:05, and he doesn't show up. Fine. We saw the production, big production, a lot of fucking moving parts. He doesn't come on till like 11, severely late. And mind you, like we've all been standing here for like 4 or 5 hours already. You know what I mean? We're tired. He's the last act. He's closing Coachella. Whatever. We'll give you that much. You know what I mean? It's like, we're out here for you anyway. We'll do it. The crowd at Coachella, fucking assholes. Straight rude. Every man for themselves. You know? So I know what we record right now on Sunday, on the weekend too. I believe 182, Blink 182.
It's like the Hunger Games.
Stage. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it's to be a better crowd watching Blink 182, but the crowd for Frank Ocean, fucking nuts. Like it's insane. A lot of moving trains. Anyway, so by the time the show started, I was already kind of like irritated. Whatever. Rockstar time. All right. People work on rockstar time. He's a rock star. So I'll give him that much. A little irritated. But you know what? With a great performance, I'll forget everything. All is good. He only sings, right, maybe like 6 songs. Actual 6 songs. And the rest, he's either like, what I was surprised about was the lip singing. Like the songs where he said he was like vibing to and he would sing, then will not sing, but the music goes on. It's like, oh, you're clearly lip singing. Did not expect that from Mr. Ocean. He looked unfocused as far as like what he wanted the direction of the show to be. Like, do you want it to be something more intimate where he's talking to the crowd, which he did talk to the crowd? You want something that's more of like a big performance, like a Bad Bunny or like Rosalia? You know what I mean? It's like they put on a huge performance. Or does you want it to be something that's more like a pare down, like what you were saying earlier off record was like a MTV Unplugged? You know what I mean? So like what everyone wants everyone to be in the present. Or is it like a platform for him to highlight other artists? You know, some artists will be like, I want to put other people on and build this whole community up. And he tried to do everything, but what happened was he did nothing, in my opinion, because he did everything half-assed, per se. Because like you said, there was moments where he did that DJ set, and then it looked like it was like a rave, and then it went to like a young little boy singing, and he's like, that's me, and shout out to the boy, probably one of the greatest moments of his life, but
Literally.
it's just there's no continuity, you know, what's going on, and not a lot of singing. You know what I mean? Like you said, we agree on this point. It's like there just wasn't enough singing.
No.
At all. And you know, a lot of people say it's like the grievance of the passing of his brother, and like Coachella reminds him of his brother, you know, and that was like his favorite festival. You didn't have to accept the contract to play at Coachella. I mean, last year Kanye canceled the week before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it was something that you knew was this anxiety's building within you, and you know you couldn't perform and live up to the contract, you could either canceled or not sign the contract. You know, there's ways around it. You know, you're Frank Ocean. You can make it happen. You know, and then I think he totally disregarded the work of the below the line workers, like the production workers. You know what I mean? They spent a week trying to build that ice skating ring in the middle of a desert. You know, like a lot of resources have been spent, a lot of hours, man hours trying to operate it and build it. Then like right before the concert, scraps it. I mean, it's his choice, but they gave him like, you're going to be really late for your show.
Yeah, it's very inconsiderate.
So, yeah, you know what I mean? And going off like he's just trying to finesse Golden Voice, which is the promotion and company that runs Coachella and Stagecoach. But I was like, to what extent? You know, like if you're finessing someone, someone has to get fucked over. But in that process, if he was trying to finesse Golden Voice, he's finessing the fans too, right? Because we were there and we're the one that supply, like you said, our hard-earned money to go see you perform. You know, like
we indirectly end up as like the collateral damage,
essentially. And that's like, if you're an artist, you're kind of nothing without your fans. No, homie hasn't been working for 6 years, like not working in the musical sense, like no new music really, no new tours, merch, no touring. So I was just like, you're really supporting you every time he does drop like merch, like once in a while, or we're playing his music, right? Like, so like we have to replay it so much for him to get some type of income. So really, that's like a lot of the fans doing the heavy lifting. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how many cock rings you need to like sell, but I don't know. I know he's doing jewelry right now, right? That's like his flavor that he's doing. So, I mean, the joke is like, oh, stop singing, go back to making cock rings, which I'm like of that field right now. Because honestly, I was hurt. I took it very personal.
Weren't you guys sitting next to the girl who had the blonded tattoo after the FYF festival?
No, there was a myth going around in the fucking crowd. It was like, oh, there's this girl that's been camped out all day in the fucking searing heat of Coachella in the front. She went through fucking maybe 6 different acts to be here. You know what I mean? She's been holding it down. And allegedly, she was at the FYF festival and she saw the blonded performance. And like, she was so convinced. She was just like, this is the second coming of Christ. Like, and got blonded, like tatted on her fucking neck. She's like, excuse me. She was like, this is the Lord and Savior. This is the guy. You know what I mean? This is my identity. It's Mr. Ocean. So she was heartbroken, you know? So like, we're like, who is this person? Like, who does she even exist? Is it just like a myth going on? I found out it was real because that same night I went on Reddit because, you know, I got to see the heat from Reddit. Everyone was just roasting Frank Ocean. And guess who was the first comment?
Mrs. Blonded.
Mrs. Blonde. I knew it was her because she said the same stories like, oh, I went to FYF in 2014, whatever. And I was so convinced about his artistry. I got it tatted on my neck. I was like, oh, this is not a myth. This is a real person. And she gave like a whole like essay. And best believe I read the whole thing. And she was like literally heartbroken. I'm like, you gonna get that patched over now? Or how's this work out? Like blonded no more. Like, I don't know. What do you do?
Turn it into a QR code.
So that's my recommendation. Do not get any artist or album tatted on you. You know, sometimes you shouldn't know your idols.
Yeah, so don't meet your heroes.
Yeah, but no, overall, I took it personally. I was hurt, severely disappointed. I know he was going for like a very deep overarching idea. I mean, I talked about it with you off camera. I mean, I could really get into it. We have other topics to get into, but I'll just say that it's very much a lack of execution, a lack of professionalism, and overall, lack of a better word, like a diva-ness. Like, and just, it felt like he didn't want to be there. No,
kind of. Like he was dragging his feet.
I know you resaw some of the game tape, the concert. And he said, like, oh, like, what's your thoughts? Redux.
So after watching it the second go around, I have like a little bit of a better understanding, or I can kind of, I guess, empathize or sympathize with the whole scenario. And I look back on it like with gratitude. Like, oh, fuck, I'm thankful I got to see.
Motherfucker, you don't have gratitude because he's never performing for another 10 years. And like, our videos and shots, that's all we're going to have.
Literally.
And so in a weird way, like, I'll tell you this one. This motherfucker knows how to create value for his name. From the merch to things like, we think of Frank Ocean, it's just like, what the fuck, right? Like, what is going on? And like, now we're part of that lore, we're part of that myth.
Like, if I ever have children, I'm like, I got to see
Frank Ocean. And you'd be like, oh.
Aretha Franklin.
It's like, you saw a liger. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? He saw a California lion, basically. You know, like, it's a myth at that point. You know, but I was like, it's not the way you think it is. I don't know how they're gonna write this 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna tell the stories of like, yeah, that was bullshit. Let me tell you what really happened.
Yeah, but isn't it how crazy? Like, what? Like, he knows how just to maintain value in his name. No,
Homie knows what he's doing. Homie knows how to.
He had a bad concert, and we're just like, we're lucky to see him. You know what I mean? Like, how does he do this?
Is this Stockholm syndrome?
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think he just like beats his like fans into a pulp, and we're just like, thank you. His name was Francis Ocean. His name was Francis Ocean. His name was Francis Ocean.
Isn't his real name fucking Christopher?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But yeah,
Christopher.
I was doing a Robert Paulson from Fight Club reference. Funny enough, Brad Pitt's in that movie. How's Brad Pitt feel about this?
Honestly,
our resident Brad Pitt forecaster right here. Sad Pitt.
My people will reach out to his people, and we'll get you guys the answers from
you know, he lives on this side of town now.
The right side of town.
Oh, now it's right. Now it's the right side of town. Mid-century modern house. He was watching it from his new abode.
The Frank Ocean show?
Yeah, I feel like he had like a private CC. Like,
yeah, like, exactly.
Like a private feed.
Like, here you go, Brad.
Here you go, Brad. It's like, it's all good. You know, enjoy yourself. I know it's hot out here.
He's like, yeah, you know, right now I'm just fixing up my new my old Porsche.
Yeah.
I just copped a 911.
Brad's like, yo, Brad, I gotta tell you, I'm a little tired right now. But you know, it is what it is.
Brad's like, I know how you feel. I know what you mean. I've been there.
What the fuck are you talking about? This guy swears he has like the conscience of Brad Pitt.
It's like Angelina used to hit me. She used to beat me.
Is that how you felt when you hit Maddox? Riddle be that. Sad Pitt.
You know,
Mad Pitt.
He only hit Maddox because Angelina hits him.
What?
So he had to. What do they call it?
It's a circle of abuse, huh? As I say, a circle of DV going around.
Oh yeah, he had to project his feelings. He had to take it out on somebody else.
He was just a vehicle expressing the communication of his mother. What's you hear that Joe Budden joke? It's like, I didn't hit her; she just ran into my fist.
I've also heard the one about like the dog that was in the way of Tom Brady's foot.
Oh yeah.
I feel bad for that foot.
He deserved it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Francis Ocean and his performance. Yeah, I guess we're allegedly lucky for seeing him, and God knows how long. What's your over under? 5 years? He's gonna pop out with the performance.
I would say within the next 5 years or less.
So you're taking the under? He's gonna
under.
pop out.
Homie has to redeem himself.
I'm taking the over.
I think he has to redeem himself. He's
okay. This is on record. This is like a pack of NL juice. Don't say sponsored. Well, like this is like a pack of NL juice. 5 years. Okay, you said below. Like you're taking. Okay, I take the over on that. I'll take the over on that. You take the under on the NL juice. Even if you lose, you still win.
Yeah. You know who?
What the love?
You know. I feel like we should get Frank and
some NL juice.
Drink That Shit Productions together, and the drink of the day will be NL juice for his event.
Is it gonna match his Mahmoud jacket? What are your thoughts on it? The Mahmoud jacket. It's iconic by now, right?
Oh, the day on the drive home, I was telling my little cousin Nick, I'm like, yo, this is the jacket that Frank wore.
Yeah, it's like basically the French Arc'teryx. You know what I mean? Well, Arc'teryx is it's Canadian.
Okay.
The America has Patagonia and North
France
Face.
has.
But you know what's cool? It's always overseas outerwear.
I didn't know that.
White mountaineering is Japanese, right?
I think so.
Then you're the one that you like to rock is Italian. What's it called?
Solomon? Oh, no.
Solomon's French, I think, right?
Solomon's French.
Yeah.
Because I was rocking the Solomons.
Why is all the cool shit always foreign, dog? You ever thought about that? Like as far as like outdoor gear?
True. Hey, at least we have Levi's.
It's not outdoor. Sorta, but it's not like Alpine gear.
Yeah, no, I mean? No. It's just gold gear.
I'm surprised you don't want the Mahmoud jacket with the Arc'teryx beanie.
I'm gonna come back.
Going to Runway shows. But he is wearing 501 Levi denims though, so there's that. Shouts out
I couldn't tell what kind of jeans he was wearing. They looked gray to me.
on that famous photo.
Oh,
Or
no,
the one
on the stage.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
They look like gray. Like
I was already filled with rage, dude. I was like, oh, sick jacket, but
I was trying.
you're hurting me right now,
I was
bro.
trying to ID the fits. I was like, okay,
Got the silky on. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean?
I appreciated that.
Yeah, I don't know. Homie, was he wearing slides?
I think so. He was wearing the chanclas.
Damn, bro. See, that's how much you don't give a fuck. Like, he didn't show up to like his own event. He was like, yeah, I'm wearing fucking slides to my fucking concert. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? Like,
oh man,
were they at least like Matthew Williams Nike collab, like, or just regular like slides?
So I just got the ones from the Nike outlet.
Yeah. At Cabazon. Because you passed
here.
by Cabazon, which is like a designer outlet in Palm Springs.
in the desert area.
Yeah, next to Moralgo.
Yeah, it's right next to a casino.
Yeah,
So,
I
after
love
you
it. Hey,
take-
you'll catch me out there in the smoking section. Okay, on off Frank Ocean, what was your favorite artist to see at Coachella?
favorite artist, I would say definitely Blink-182. That was like childhood vibes right there. Who else was really good? Calvin Harris was really good. The Dewlab, one of my favorites.
We saw DJ Tennis.
DJ Tennis.
Something DJ Tennis something. I'm trying to look.
yeah.
I was like,
Who else? Kate Renata. That was really
H&R
good.
was great. It was good.
Rosalia.
Yeah, great,
Rosalia was
great
really
show. Great show. She made me believe. I was like a Rosalia like nonchalant fan. I was like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like her Bad Bunny, whatever, you know what I mean? But of the two, I came home a Rosalia fan, 100%.
I think she probably had the best performance out of the whole weekend. And then the Gorillas.
Rose was
fucking
good. That's a good visual
I was hurt during
performance.
the Gorillas.
Bro,
but-
what I need in my life is a studio recording of Rosalia sing the Spanish version of Hero. I think that's the only time we went in like a group of like 5 or 6, and that's the only time we were all like literally just like quiet, and we were even talking, and we were just like, "This is the most amazing thing."
Yeah.
I think like low key when I was watching it, I was kind of like tearing. I was like, "This is really like a special moment right now." I don't know. It's making me like really happy just thinking about like we got to saw that live.
It was a special moment,
Yeah.
Low key, Rosalia and I are in a serious relationship, but the world doesn't.
Oh, you told me this.
Yeah, the world's not ready for it yet. She's
Yeah.
currently engaged to Raul Alejandro for optics.
But that's just
reasons.
optics,
Yeah.
right? That's just business.
They're creating music together.
It's industry
it's like,
stuff,
yeah,
like
it's
industry stuff is not
Bill
real.
Clinton and Hillary Clinton.
Okay, it's a secret. Like people have secret relapses. You have a secret situationship.
You know who we should bring on here?
Don't say it. No, don't say it.
The secret
Don't say
relapser.
it. You do remember though, the Spanish version of Blinding Lights? She did too.
Oh yeah,
She
one
played
from
the weekend. Yeah, that shit was so good.
She did
I
that
think
too.
it sounds better than the weekend. Honestly, I think she has like that like la pasión to it. You know, like
she puts that
she hurt.
that sauce on there.
Yeah, it was good.
That
It was
Latin
really
love.
good. All right, after that bathroom break, I feel relieved. But we're talking about the best shows we saw.
Yeah, the best shows.
The
we
Blink
saw.
182, super nostalgic. Loved it. I mean, can't ask for anything more, you know.
Tony
Motherfucking-
Hawk Pro Skater vibes.
Yeah, you know, it's just like growing up in like garage bands and people playing Blink 182 music, you know, and that's what brought me back to. Who else do we like? Labyrinth. I saw Labyrinth. Labyrinth was really good. Super big production. I loved the choir in the back. Billie Eilish made a surprise appearance.
I did see that. I made it in
was
time for
pretty
the
sick.
ending of that.
Yeah, I think this weekend Zendaya made an appearance. I was hoping Zendaya will pop out.
Damn. Heroin chic.
Zendaya is the it girl right now. You know what I mean? So I want to see the it girl in real life.
Who else? Oh, I saw Odessa with the.
How was
Cats.
Odessa?
Really good.
It's good?
Good.
At
good
the Do Lab?
vibes. Yeah, of course. Only place to be.
Next time we got to go Yuma because Yuma seems like a vibe too. Like
Definitely.
I heard that get a disco shark.
Next year, the pod will be at VIP at Coachella.
Allegedly. I don't know. This guy's trying to convince me to go VIP. I'd rather pay $20 to get in VIP than fucking pay the how much is the ticket for VIP?
$1,000.
For like tier 1?
Well, there's only like the The one, there's only one VIP.
Okay, no, like tier 1 being like the dates.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe when they release it with no artist, it might be cheaper, but
Yeah, that's like the highest tier, right? Like tier 0.
I'm down for that because then you're
Bro,
locked in.
the saddest thing, I went home after Coachella, I had to pay my taxes.
Fuck.
I was just like, people are just hurting me, and it's not funny, and I'm just sad. And I grew up, and I grew up. I went back, and I had a sick. I had a cold. I had to pay my taxes, and I was tired. I had a Coachella blues. I was like, not in a good place.
Take me back.
Yeah, but we'll see. We have a year to figure it out. You know what? If y'all can like boost this fucking pod to the stratosphere, that'd be sick.
Hey, boost it up enough. We will buy one fan a general admission pass.
Not the VIP.
Hey, we gotta be realistic here, guys. Okay,
we'll meet you at the X.
Yeah, we'll give you the 20 so you can sneak in.
No, we'll meet you at the Dulab. How about that? That could be sick.
Dude, we should have a podcast party. Like,
dude, what?
We should throw a party. Like, you know how Mark Jacobs threw a party?
Yeah,
in the desert.
Are you like comparing us to Mark Jacobs right now? Like,
I did hang out with his husband, so like not too far off.
But did you rip heaters with him?
I did not.
Well, you're one step removed. Did you time it?
Fuck no, I did not. Let me.
Yeah, I put at least 25 minutes on there. That's cool. 25 minutes should cover. That's for our fucking stupid camera. Anyways, who else did we see that we liked? Oh, hot take. I saw Billie Eilish live. I don't think she has that great of a voice. Like a little flat and a little short for me, and doesn't carry.
Really?
So I was thinking maybe because she's singing with Labyrinth, and Labyrinth has an actually good voice. You know what I mean? So maybe it just dwarfed her voice. So I can't really say because I haven't seen a full production of hers or a concert. But for what the limited sample size that I see, that I did saw at the Labyrinth concert, her voice is kind of mid.
I saw her last year.
I think she's a studio singer. I also think she's not studio. I think also she's an industry plant, but that's a different conversation.
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I saw her last year at Coachella. She had a really good performance, but it was her whole show.
Yeah, is she a star or can she sing? Like when you think of
She's
like Ariana Grande, like that's a voice, right?
She's
like,
a star.
She's a star.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what a lot of people say about Rihanna too. Or that like she has a great show, great performance, great performer, but if you're gonna judge the voice, it's like a little lacking.
I just got the live text right now from Coachella.
About what? Live stream?
Fortet, Fred Again, Skrillex.
Dude, Fred Again's a good DJ. I mean, what put me on Fred Again was Christine's sister.
Was it the Boiler Room shot? Did you see that one?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Sick.
The Boiler Room's gonna be here in LA in August, so you got to go to that. I won't be here. I'll be overseas working.
Damn.
So you should be there for me and live stream it.
I got you. Private CC like that.
The live stream. Now we can talk about it. You know how like forgot to say Frank Ocean killed the live stream for Coachella.
That's right.
That pissed off Coachella like major, right? You're like, what the fuck, like. You know what I mean? It's like you're Frank. You want to live stream Frank? Like this is where we make our money, motherfucker. Like ads have money. You know what I mean? Like you're fucking with our money right now. So he's like, nah, I don't do live streams. I don't even do intimate shows. But shout out to every single influencer, every single person. It's the only time I'll shout out people using their phones because like they live streamed the show for a lot of people that couldn't see it. You know?
And there's That's actually cool. the full set on YouTube.
Yeah, there is.
With chapters of each song.
There's that famous TikToker, Alex Earl. Like she live streamed the whole thing for her fans and whatnot. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know what I mean? So that's the only times where I allow like phones are cool at concerts. Otherwise, put your fucking phone down.
Yeah, listen.
Like take your photo, your video real quick and like be present. You know, but that's what I want to say about the live streaming. And Frank Wild for just cutting the live stream like that, like right before his event too.
Hey, we appreciate that.
Like adding value to his name. That's all. He's one selfish motherfucker. You know that? Like,
what does Omar think?
I don't know. Omar allegedly is the one dating Frank Ocean right now, right? So I don't know. I see a bunch of his posts out here in this area.
I gotta start following Omar Apollo on Instagram.
Probably chilling with Brad. I don't know. Jesus Christ. Who else we see? I mean, we saw that DJ in Ace Hotel. That was cool.
That was pretty cool. We went to the Ace
That's a
Hotel,
good
like
vibe
a
already.
pre-party. Yeah, we got invited to a pre-party.
Yeah. Stop it, dude. Jesus Christ. You make it sound like we're industry people. We're like definitely not. We're the people that you like Photoshop in the party.
Or you Photoshop out of the party. 'Cause like, how the fuck did they get in here?
Yeah. We gotta clean this up.
Oh.
That was fun though. That was fun. The Ace Hotel, it's cool. Everyone should go like the night before. It's a good vibe.
Thursday night.
Yeah.
The weekend one, you know.
Well, overall, I don't know. This came more about like our experience at Coachella, but yeah, I don't think people love dressing really hard for Coachella. I think that's more like I just know like just like the functionality of the weather plays too heavy for me. No,
I think there's two schools of thought for that. There's the influencers, people that are there
weekend one shit. Yeah,
for the there's even the weekend two people. Whatever you can
those are
get.
the influencers you don't want to follow. Like,
True. But they're there for that, for quote unquote work.
it's work. Yeah,
And then there's everyone else that are like, you know, who doesn't like putting a good outfit on? Fuck, we have a fashion podcast.
yeah.
We love clothes.
I mean, that's why we kind of
Yeah.
went weekend one. It's just like that's where the runway happens. Weekend two is like from what I heard is very relaxing.
Yeah.
It's like we're here for like music.
So
I'm here for both.
So yeah, so the fashion there, it was cool. Nothing. I don't want to say nothing over the top. There was a lot of over the topness, a lot of sheer, a lot of Western glam, fringe,
A lot of
double
skin.
denim.
I think
But the
everyone-
biggest thing,
was skin.
yeah,
Yeah, it's Rick Owens' ideology. It's like, you know what's the best couture, the highest of all coutures? Is being fucking fit and like your body is the suit.
he's not wrong.
You know, and a lot of people adhere to that, and I felt like shit. I was like,
Yeah,
I was supposed to work out for Coachella and get shredded, but then again, I was like, I love eating smash burgers.
me too.
So I was just like, you know what? I'll just, I'll be relaxed. I'll be chilling, and I'm just gonna chill out. But some people really work out for this. No,
100%. Dude, the
Yeah.
whole the VIP section, people were just like
just
just
fucking
models.
ripped. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a lot of girls there like that. They eat almonds all day. Like, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
fucking skinny, like insane.
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or they're really fit girls, like those like fit, like Insta Fit models.
The fitness models, dude.
Yeah. Also, the highest couture. We'll call it the highest couture outfit is just your body. Dude, there's definitely some dudes on like HGH or something, or like TRT, like fucking. There's like some older dudes that be fucking ripped, bro. Like,
Dude,
what the fuck?
The older gay guys, the ones
Yeah,
that were there,
bro.
like
Fucking.
they were fucking just shredded out.
Sick at the Yuma tent, just going nuts.
Yeah.
With sunglasses on, like hiking sunglasses. Yeah, bro. They're the ones we like be like in like flip flops and going hard. You know. I'm happy we didn't see.
with a pair of rainbows. Sandals.
Yeah. No, but I was gonna say I'm happy we didn't see a lot of like those fucking janky Euro jean shorts.
Yeah.
The one
thank
that
God.
was the
Yeah,
fold
yeah,
bottoms.
yeah.
Like we didn't see a lot of that, or none, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
We saw a lot of like the loose denim shorts,
Yeah.
like the Levi's.
Okay, we should get into what didn't you like in the outfits. Like, to me, every time I go to a festival, I hate seeing fucking basketball jerseys.
Yeah, why the fuck are
It's
you
the
wearing a
most
jersey?
frattiest shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Dude, everyone knows that guy with a fucking backwards
Sperry
hat,
topsiders?
very topsiders, and like some fucking shorts and like wearing a fucking basketball jersey. Like, that's like, you could do more, you could be more, and that's a terrible outfit.
That or like the people that you definitely tell do a lot of ketamine, and they're wearing like
USC? What?
no like the I think they call them wooks or something, but it's like they look like they haven't showered in like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like the gnarly individual that's just
Yeah.
like, I live for festival life.
Exactly. Like I go to
Yeah.
raves, I go to like all these
He's like, I was there for Woodstock 99.
I take
That's
all
a real
drugs.
freedom.
Those guys, like their outfits are fucking insane. They're
I
wearing
see
like
a couple of those, and like they like to show off how like core they are, or like they have like the wristband and like
Yeah.
they have like stacks of them on their backpack and shit. I'm
Exactly.
like, oh, like you live for this shit, you know?
Yeah, so like I think like I don't know.
Well, they end up being like the nicest people though. Like they take care of all the
Yeah.
people at the festival. Like when you're too fucked up, they'll be the ones. They'll be the ones that
It's
like
like
carry you.
never
and
judge
shit.
a book by its cover. Like
Yeah.
we're here being assholes and judging them by their cover, but genuinely they're very nice people.
One came up to me. It was like fanning me. It was like, make sure everyone stays all right. Make sure
Yeah.
everyone's hydrated. You were there too
Yeah,
for the
for
Pusha
the
T.
Pusha-
Yeah. You know,
Pusha T was really good too. He taught us how
that's
to make cocaine.
literally like on screen. It's like a step by step, like to informational. It's like, okay, this is how you cut it. This is how you boil it. Pyrex. This is how you make the money.
Coachella.
Yeah, the utmost professional, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, he just
was in. He was
turns
out.
them and burn them. You know, I even watched the Weekend 2 version. Be like, is he still going to be on that professional? He was. Good for that guy.
And then speaking of,
What else we don't like on at Coachella?
I'm trying to think.
I hate lines. Lines suck. Lines are terrible. But every once in a while, you get that greedy motherfucker be like, I'll buy you a drink or I'll pay you off. And that's like a gift from the gods.
We almost did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I fucked that up. No, we did it. I fucked it up. What happened? He was waiting at the merch line and someone was just like, I'll pay you money and buy your merch. He's like, fuck it. All right, let's go. Guess what the guy wanted? He wanted Jake Paul merch.
Jake Paul was selling Coachella shit.
He had one T-shirt. It's like hidden. It's like a underground thing. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
That's a real Jake Paul stan.
What happened? So you were into fighting, huh? He's like, oh yeah.
So what do you fight for?
No, he's like, are you a patriot? Do you love this country? What would you do for it?
What did JFK say?
Ask not what you can do for your country. Or no, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you do for your country. Something like that.
I heard he told Maryland the same thing.
I mean, Mr. President.
Dude, how pissed do you think your wife would be if some lady was singing that song to you?
Us, I don't even know. It'd be a big argument, but I still enjoy it. Probably It'd be like, you know what? It's Maryland, babe. I didn't do this. It wasn't me. It was. I don't know who she talking about. I'm just the president, you know. Listen,
Like a lot of people were born this day.
no, my thing is like, hey, listen. If I have the privilege to put my finger on the nuke, I should have privileges to put my finger somewhere else.
Well, you know.
That's a clip right there.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah. Coachella just got at me for the Fred again and Tet 4.
So I think we're gonna close it out on this. There's been a fashion show in LA, Hard Cut.
Oh yeah, we went back to LA. There was a fashion show at the famous Hollywood Bowl
By a hometown boy.
from LMU. So, you wanna announce? That was.
Oh, okay. Jerry Lorenzo, Fear of God.
Every
Hit the runway.
single Filipinos and Vietnamese boys fucking dream. But this is the main line. They can't afford this. It's not essentials.
Not essentials.
If they look at this, you'd be like, essentials, we'll try to try to flip it back.
Actually asked me about it. He's like, yo, what's up with Fear of God?
It's like, fear of God, cool. Essentials, no.
So I told him, I was like, if you want to buy essentials, just buy like sweats and a hoodie and just own one set. And
Go to
wear it.
Target. You could get
Yeah.
this.
I'm like, just
I
wear
went
it to the airport.
alongside with your eggs and, French toast. Like,
Yeah, like, it's clothes to run errands in, essentially.
yeah.
Literally.
It's an essential.
Yeah.
But I don't need to, essentials for me to know what I don't know.
But I liked, honestly, so I've only seen some things from the fashion show via Instagram and via social media. So I haven't got a chance to watch the whole Runway show. But I saw Pusha T performed. I saw Kanye was there with his new wife.
Yeah.
And it was a star-studded affair.
Yeah. The blue gloves. Shit. Uh-oh. We have a little interlude happening. Let's pause the show. Very, very unexpected interlude, but we're here now. We left off on Fear of God's LA Hollywood Bowl show. First time having a runway. What do you think? Did he nail it? Did he knock it out of the park? Work in progress?
I think he hit it off. I can't speak with so much conviction because I want to watch the full show.
Yeah.
But what I've seen, the pieces are fire. and he also debuted the long.
You've seen enough though information.
I've seen enough to know I like it.
Okay.
Now I just want to know the details. And I want to know what pieces am I going to try to cop.
Well, it's along the lines of the shapes that have been very popular for the whole like fashion calendar. Super big overcoats, boxy, black is the new black, right? Like you can't get enough black. It's a lot of like late 90s suiting, right?
I saw some no lapels.
Yeah, there's some of that too, and it's just like a lot of old layered, like late 90s suiting. You know what I mean? Like that
Armani,
like Pierre Ellis, Armani, Giorgio Armani style, super boxy,
very
loose,
voluptuous.
a lot of fabrics, a lot of drape. So I mean, I like it. It's very along the lines, the same ethos as previous Fear of God. I mean, he had a collaboration with Xenia. So I was like, it's kind of his extension of that. It was kind of going along with it, but now it seems much more formal.
I feel like
because he was throwing in pieces of denim in there, some canvas. You know what I mean? Now it's like full on flannel and wool. Like very Italian.
Some satin.
Yeah.
Some silk.
I had like thoughts of Jerry Lorenzo. Like I respect the hustle coming from where he's come from and being an LA artist, being an American designer and specifically an LA artist, right? So it's much more difficult in that path. But he's always been like an amalgam of different designers, right?
Yeah, he's always had different like eras.
Yeah.
Of Jerry.
No, but like he's a mix of like Helmut Lang mixed with Hetty with a mix of like Rick. And then like the formality of like Giorgio Armani.
Yes, I see
right?
what you're
and
saying.
then throw in little like 80s, 90s sports references. You got Jerry Lorenzo, right? And add in his years working as a stylist and, artist alongside Kanye under Donda. You know what I mean? So that's who you have. So, but that's today's CD. They're amalgam of a lot of previous designers that like had their look per se.
Yeah, like the saying that you stand on the shoulders of giants. They're standing on the shoulders of everyone.
Yeah, but you can really see the references.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I understand and I get you.
But I do love this season. I think I love this show. It's very Kanye.
I could see that.
I think there's this weird vacuum that Kanye left in Adidas, and I feel like he's helped ushering in Jerry Lorenzo as his replacement.
I was gonna see.
That's what it looks like.
I was gonna say they brought in they debuted the Adidas collab.
Yeah,
the Fear of God Adidas. Now, like we spoke about on a previous episode of like.
I mean, that's why I meant.
On
that void.
Like what happened? Where did that collaboration go?
We were talking about it
for so long, but it just kind of fell flat. They debuted it at the right place and time, I think, at a fucking fashion show.
Wait, you saw photos of the shoe, right?
Some of them are cool.
What do you think?
I don't like all of them, or let me rephrase that. There's one that I don't like, and it's the high top one that has like a thick sole,
which is where he's known for high top and sole. Like,
yeah,
I'll give him that. He's really good at shoe design, and usually his soles are pretty immaculate. Like it's the right rampage. It's like pretty flush with the shoe and overall good quality. And I'll give him this. He has really good choices of color palettes.
Color palettes and materials are always
you know what I mean. So it has a very clean, minimal kind of outlook, like Japanese almost in that sense. But the only one I like is like the black one with the white sole with the white toe cap. Weirdly enough, usually I don't like that. Usually I like just like a rare white shoe, or if you're gonna do like a toe cap contrast, it has to be like a black toe cap then white. But usually, I think he got like his color palette from Converse.
Yeah, the black and white
toe cap, and then like black and white sole with the black, outlay.
I kind of got.
He has a caged, kind of like the Ultra Boost has the cage 3 on the side, the stripes.
He had and I see that.
I definitely have to see it in person.
I want to touch it and feel it.
Yeah, for him, because it's a unique shape. It looks bulky, but it looks flush at the same time. So it's kind of weird.
There's also one.
It looks like a crossover for shoes.
I forgot which one exactly. I'll put it up in the shorts or in the show, but it looks kind of like a low Jordan 12. like the silhouette
The
of the
Rising
shoe.
Sun. Yeah, that one. Really?
No, just like like the patent leather Jordan 12, like the
That's 11.
the 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks
Okay, as far as like
it
the
looks
toe
like
cap.
an 11, like
Okay.
the toe cap.
Interesting.
And the colorway of it. I was like, I'm thinking that's where he got the reference from on
Yeah.
that specific one.
Yeah.
But the one I don't like is the high top with the really thick sole. Like, I just feel like we've seen that before. We don't need it again. There's a time and a place for that. And like, just let that one shoe be that one.
Can you explain Jerry Lorenzo's infatuation with mock necks and turtlenecks?
I don't know, but he does them very well.
He does.
I like when he wears the brown ones too.
I consider myself a mock neck savant. And I was like, that's like a couple orders for me.
He knows how to layer them.
Yeah. Under big coats. Everything's under a big coat, which I love. So even the suiting's like a big coat.
I want to get one of those either suit jackets or coats that has no lapels.
Yeah. Did you see the blue gloves though?
No.
The knuckles. Everyone's calling them the blue knuckle. No, knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, because like they're like padded. Very 80s. You know what I'm talking about? Like 80s, like a BMX.
Yeah. Or like motorcycle kind of.
Yeah. But like now, like there's like padding on like the knuckles and like the flat part of your hand, the backhand.
I got to check that out.
Dude, Pusha T was performing in them. He looks scary and cool. As he usually does. He looks scary and cool at the same time. Damn. My name is my name. Like, good model selection. They all kind of look like Jerry Lorenzo. Have you noticed that he always chooses models that look like him?
He's like, I guess you could say his representation.
Yeah, I guess so. You know what I mean?
He picks the same aesthetics. He's like, I know I look good in this, so let me find people that like.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. When he started making clothes, he's like, I started making clothes in the market that I didn't see for myself. And that's where he started kind of just like reverse engineered his way into like, I look good in certain things, but there's certain things I'm looking for that are not there.
I see what you're
I made
saying.
them for myself, and that's what he introduced Fear of God as. Oh. But it's become his whole thing now. Now it's like, I think Essentials created a bigger universe, but the vibe is always Fear of God, right? The main line. That's like the mood board, like a physical mood board. Like runway shows are not really like, most of them you can't even buy on the retailer.
Yeah.
But they're just physical mood boards. Like, this is what the season is going to look like. And that's what like Fear of God is now, right? Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like I know what you're saying, and I feel like it could be that, but now you could purchase it.
Yeah, but I don't see a lot of people wearing Fear of God, like the actual main line. I see it on runways, 100%, but do you actually see it in like your day-to-day occurrence?
I know, maybe know a handful of people that actually wear real like
Fear of God mainline.
Mainline. Yeah. I know a lot of people that wear Essentials.
Too many. Surplus.
Yeah.
Surplus individuals.
Say Philistines.
No, but it could go two ways. Either it's outpriced or they value the product so much where it's like it can't even wear it.
Yeah.
Right? It's just like, it's just so nice. Like that OG shit, you know what I mean? Where you only could wear it like once in a while, like parties, promotions. Not even parties, birthdays, promotions, anniversaries. Yeah.
I think it's outpriced. I think the people that wear it are either getting it gifted or obviously can afford it and are in that circle. And then the ones like us were outpriced where we're like, okay, do I really want to spend $3,000 on a fucking coat? Like,
well, outpriced is very interesting saying, because if I'm spending that price, I'm going to go to Brioni. I'm going to go to Senya.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm going to go to
Heritage
Canali. I'm going to go to Dunhill. Right? Where it's just like, they've been doing this for like 100 years. You know what I mean? So he's reaching a gap where he's trying to be like those brands, but it's just like, if you're going to play in those brands, I'd rather go to those brands.
Yeah,
right? You know what I mean?
You drive a hard bargain at that point.
Yeah, so it's like he's in a weird space right now where like he wants to be this ultra luxury space, but at that point, I'm going to Laura Piana. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, it's just, it is like, it like,
might as well hit Savile Row.
Like, it has a different cut. Don't get me wrong. It's a modern cut. It's a more youthful cut for that individual, because not youthful for kids, but youthful for that type of styling that you're trying to do.
I feel like once you already have the Laurel Piana coat and the Dunhill,
You do this because it's fun.
then you
It's
buy
your weekend
this,
shit.
Yeah, you buy this. You buy the Fear of God one because, like you said, it's your weekend shit.
Yeah, it's like you're 40 bucks. It's like I could afford this, and it's like it's a little more peppier.
Yeah, like
You know what I
I'm gonna
mean?
go like well on this side of town.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to Yeasty Boys and grab a bagel, but it's like October and it's cold, so I'm gonna put my sweats on and my Fear of God coat on, and just vibe out.
you know, it's like if you're a car guy, you get this. Like if you have that like Ferrari 458, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'd love to get like a Ford RS 200S or like a Lancia because like beautiful cars, probably priceless, but it's like it's fun. It's a different type of car. You know what I mean? But just as important as like a Ferrari 458, right?
Exactly.
Or maybe put in a watch reference.
I would say I don't know, Patek Philippe.
Yeah,
But you could also be like just as stoked about a
like the moon watch from Swatch.
exactly.
Right, that's fun. Like it's just cool. It's just a fun watch to have, and it's just like that's
I was gonna say like even
that's
though
hard.
it's
That's a way different price point.
yeah, like or like a Seamaster.
Yeah, it's
Or
like
the
getting, it's like getting
Speedster.
the real moon watch and getting like the one that's like the same, but it's like playful with Swatch. Yeah, that's probably a better reference.
So
Like,
yeah, so I think something along those lines. But overall,
good show
everyone should-
though.
Yeah, good show. Everyone should check it out. You could get a Pusha T performance. You get some
Yeah.
Kanye vibes.
Another successful LA show.
100%. Who was
This LA being like it does better one-offs than being on the calendar.
I think because if it's on the calendar, then there's too many options,
Too much pressure.
too much pressure, and like, do I want to go to this one? Do I want to go to
I mean,
that
at the
one?
end of the day, like amongst all those cities, LA is like at the bottom as like the least fashionable of like, you know, London, Milan, Paris, even New York. You know, like
we're the farthest away from them, so we get it last.
I think Copenhagen and Tokyo are more stylish than LA. I think you'd agree with that.
They have their own wave.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, what Versace show was a plus.
Huge plus.
This is a plus. You know, I mean, what happened to Tom Ford? He said like, I'm only going to show in LA, and it never
You
happened.
know who also had a really good show in LA too recently? Ralph Lauren. At
Lauren, yeah.
the Pasadena.
Yeah.
Huntington Library.
No, don't fucking mention that. Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta hurt me? But you know what? I think LA, if you want your one-off show, like it's just off calendar show.
Yeah.
Go do it in LA. You have the
think
space. You
They
have the
should
time.
I feel like everyone should do a yearly LA show
Yeah.
at your own time. Don't.
They got like all talk together, and they all gotta be like pick one design and be like, okay, you get the off calendar. No, there's like out of competition con. Right? Like all these are out of competition. Like this is out of competition show.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That, or they could all just do it different months. Like,
No, there's only 1 month. Right? It's like September and what's the other one? Like February, right?
Yeah.
February, March. Like
yeah, because I think that happened happened in March.
you think you're gonna tell the French people, hey, do it a different month? Then motherfuckers would be like, no, like this is our month. You know what I mean? We're the destination here.
True, very true. They ain't moving for shit.
Yeah. What is more stylish to you? It's the streetwear style of a fashion show or Coachella?
Streetwear style of a fashion show.
Did I ask a stupid question?
Well,
I saw your face. I saw your face. You're like,
easy answer. No, it's easy answer. Like, fuck yeah, dude. Like the people who are
why
showing.
you rather
up,
eat at Lucien than go at John's Pizza, then go to the show real quick, or
you know, just go to Lucien, maybe grab some John and Vinny's. Or no, that's in LA, but John's on Bleecker Street.
you get the same idea.
Yeah,
It's like you want to
yeah.
go to your local spot or the after party spot and be like, I'm still in the city. In Coachella, the only downside is you're in a fucking desert. You know,
Yeah.
like it's treacherous.
Well, you could go to the after parties, but those are few and far between. Like Neon Carnival, you got to be invited.
Yeah.
Zeniara, you got to know someone staying at the estate. Like,
Everything's just so far, bro. It's like,
yeah.
remember even going to the Ace Hotel was so far.
So like, yeah, like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, that was like from there to Palm Springs. It was just
yuck.
shit.
Gross. Not fashion, not chic.
No, we need a helicopter.
Waiting is not chic.
We need a helicopter. And a Benz Viano on arrival.
You know, so congrats to Mr. Lorenzo on a great show. It looks like it was designed by fucking, who's that guy Kanye fucks with heavy? He showed at LACMA. James Turrell.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Also like a James Turrell slash that industrial album that Kanye did. Yeezus tour. So whoever did the Yeezus tour, I think was the same probably designer or
set designer,
right? Was
Okay,
it like Vanessa Beecroft, I believe.
I don't
Either
know
it's
enough
Vanessa
about.
Beecroft or S Devlin. Like, you know, internet, do your thing. But it looked good. I always love the Hollywood Bowl. It's a really beautiful venue. If you guys have not had a chance to like experience it,
I haven't yet. I need to check it out.
last time I was there, I experienced 808s and Heartbreak.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to see Dave Chappelle and Lauryn Hill.
Oh, that's where Dave Chappelle got pulled up on.
And they promptly stomped the guy out.
Yeah. Allegedly, it was for like black corruption or black injustice in Brooklyn. Not even in LA. That guy's a wacko, 100%. Well, that concludes our show. We're back at it. Shivering Break is back. We did not quit.
Like we never left.
We left for a little bit.
Well, for good reasons. Traveling.
And work.
Yeah.
And work. I had to get the bag. And a little bit of vacay. We needed that 100%. But no, the show is not dead. The show it's been around. We just gotta fucking, we're here. We're here now. We're present.
Oh